Hi, good evening. This is Father Rayappa. I'm going to read something for you from Laudato Si, Pope Francis' encyclical on ecology and environment. I'm going to read article number 40, and Pope talks about oceans and waterways, rivers, lakes, and ponds and seas, and also the life which lives in water world. So Pope Francis expresses compassion and mercy towards these little creatures behind me. So I'm going to read something from the encyclical, article number 40. Pope writes as follows: oceans not only contain the bulk of our planet's water supply, but also most of the immense variety of living creatures, many of them still unknown to us and threatened for various reasons. What is more, marine life in rivers, lakes, seas and oceans, which feeds a great part of the world's population, is affected by uncontrolled fishing, leading to a drastic depletion of certain species. Selective forms of fishing, which discard much of what they collect, continue unabated. Particularly threatened are marine organisms, which we tend to overlook. Like some forms of plankton, they represent a significant element in the ocean food chain, and species used for our food ultimately depend on them. So oceans and lakes and rivers and ponds are very, very important, and actually it should be preserved and conserved for the future generation. That's what Pope says. There's a lot of life around in the oceans. Also rivers. Rivers, they look outside full of water, but inside there is fish, there is amphibians, there is microscopic bacteria, and there are a lot of crustaceans live here, and they keep these ecosystems healthy. So when you mix chemicals in this kind of waterways, and these little creatures all die, and these ecosystems collapse. So that is what's happening right now around the world. And Pope is expressing the overexploitation in oceans. In oceans, almost 82% of the fish stocks are already in decline. Only 18% is available. So that is too less. And what are we storing for the future generations? I don't think we have enough fish for the future generations, and we have driven every species to the verge of extinction. And these waters are very important, and these ecosystems are, they didn't evolve yesterday or day before yesterday, millions of years, maybe 350 to 450 million years. This ecosystem, there are relationships, there are millions of animals, they depend on this water. Even our own terrestrial ecosystems depend on this water world, and this water world maintains almost half of the world's population in Asia. So we depend on these waters, we depend on this wildlife, we depend on these plants, we depend on these ecosystems. When one ecosystem is destroyed, it is a chain reaction. These are connected to even to the Amazon rainforest in South America, even Western Ghats in India. Actually, I am in Thailand, in a safari world in Bangkok, and we are, this is connected. Again, Pope Francis is saying in this book, everything is connected. If one small ecosystem is affected or destroyed, it is a chain reaction, it's a ripple effect. It is going to affect far away in the world. And we are the microcosm of the macrocosm, we all know that. So Pope Francis knows about it, and he just recommends serious conservation and preservation of this water worlds like oceans, lakes and rivers, and also life in them. So please, when you get a chance, please read Pope Francis' encyclical on ecology and environment, Laudato Si, paragraph number 40. Thank you. God bless.